Good day, good day. It's God Says Ministries, the House of Fire, and I'm Prophet Tavis. So as you can hear, I'm sitting outside with the chickens. That chicken is complaining about something in the sky, which I can't see, but he obviously sees it. And he's warning the rest of them that there's a possible danger. Oh, there we go. No, that's a marabou stork. There are thousands of marabou storks here. Probably one of the most ugly looking birds I've ever seen. But they hover over here looking for carcasses and things to eat, scraps. And they're even hovering. I didn't get them in the shot at Kampala. In the middle of the town of Kampala, there's like 30, 40 marabou storks circling the town, the city, looking for scraps. I mean, that bird stands like 5 foot high, has long, skinny legs, big beak, but a really bold pink head. But obviously the chicken thought maybe that's danger, yeah. He recognized something in the sky, started complaining. That black rooster over there. We used to have a one-eyed rooster here that I used to tease because he couldn't see me on the one side. And I woke up the next morning and the old one-eye had lost his... So one of these days, one eye is going to be the main course for supper. I'm still at the house. It was raining this morning for quite some time, and so I decided not to go across. It's pointless me going across. All we could really do in the rain, maybe between it, was dig the holes for the plants and plant the plants. We had to get soil from another spot because that's all clay there. But I did leave instructions for Kawizi, the guy that was helping me, working with me, that if he got a chance to dig out the clay there, a decent size hole for each plant, and then fill first with good soil and then plant the plants, that they get a good chance of growing, good foundation first, and then they can battle with the clay afterwards. And I was just thinking now as well, if you dig a little hole that's 500 wide long by 400 wide by 400 deep, you're going to end up with a water container there too. So it will hold a lot of water. If you water it, it won't just disappear that quickly into the ground. So the chances of the plants having decent water will be good, even if they're watering in the dry season. But as I said, I'd like to make it into a jungle there, and the amount of plants we got at the moment won't do that. So on my Facebook page, I put out a post about buying a plant, and setting me as the reference, just the capital U, meaning Uganda, and what plant you want me to find for the garden, and you can have your own plant that's in the prayer garden there itself, be part of the prayer garden itself. If you haven't sowed in, everybody that sows in there is part of all the prayers that come out of there. So you're entitled to them because you've sowed into that, according to the principles of God. So yes, at the moment I've got enough money to work tomorrow and sort out, hopefully the sun is shining in the morning, finish the seating color, and then finish the floor color. Finish that, and then the altar is basically finished, except for the clear coat, which they can put on later themselves if they want the rocks to stand out. But it's a pretty feature there already. But a clear coat would make all the colors come out. So I'm not really aiming for the clear coat myself here. I can do it, and somebody else can sew it in, somebody other ministry maybe. But what I am aiming for is jungle in that garden. So I need to get a little bit more wire. The wire was 4 rolls. I think they were about 20 meters long. It cost me 20,000 shillings, which is about 100 and something odd rand. So I need to get another 4 plus 4. You need to get another 12 rolls of those lengths to do the zigzag on the fence, the double zigzag, so that the creepers can grow up. As you saw in the last video, I managed to find 8 jasmine plants, creepers, so we're putting them in there. I'd like to get more to get it to cover quicker, but we'll see in time how it goes. And as I said, I'd like to get a jungle in there, so trees, biggish bushes with flowers and things, fruit trees. I'm still trying to find an almond tree or an olive tree to put in there, in a biblical olive, or the almond tree of Aaron's rod. Just keep it all prophetic as much as I can. I've got 2 orange trees in there, but I mean that's only 2 fruit trees that are in there, small. And I've got hibiscus. I mentioned the wrong name last night. Hibiscus, 3 pink and 3 white, which will give it a bit of a bush in front of the stone, which they can trim down. And there's some grassy type bamboo that I bought there for the entrance to the doorway. But I'd like to really get at least 10 or so more trees to put in the back, even if they grow into each other. It's a dense sort of forest look. And then some more plants for down the side where the pathway is, where that higher pathway is next to the pole. So if you want to sow a seed into the garden, put a seed. I mean, the plants here are like between 50 rand and 80 rand, which is about $5, I suppose. $5, $8. When you sow a $5 seed in, it doesn't give you a $5 harvest afterwards, multiplication. It gives you a harvest of the whole, whatever's been sowed in there. Your pot and parcel, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Shaken together and running over. So don't look at a big amount. Look at, buying 1 plant for $5 or $8, or buying 1 plant for 50 rand or 80 rand, or in Uganda 10,000 shillings or 15,000 shillings. So the thing is basically built. It's just got to sort the color of the floor out, and that's all there. I've already bought that stuff and everything like that. All that product is there, waiting on site for me to finish off. So we don't need that. I just want to fill that garden up with plenty plants, and to turn it into a jungle, and to put maybe some bushes on the outside of the fence as well, just to, when you walk in there, you're walking into another nation, another country, another kingdom, the God's kingdom, and it's like the Garden of Eden. Yeah, so that's what I envisage, well, if you get the words out right, yeah. And as I said, the altar itself is pretty much done. I just got to do the color on the floor, the color on the seats, and then just cement the top onto which is lying loose at the moment. I can't really move, it's so heavy, onto the base of the altar. And that's that done. There's 1 or 2 small holes in the walls where those dug a bit deeper. I was going to plug them. I've got to put a drain hole in there because the rain fills it up. So that's about it. And everything for that is there. It's just the garden now. The fence, the wiring, the wires, and the plants. So, if you want a plant in the prayer garden in Uganda, just put with your $10 or 50 Rand or whatever it is, put a U there and whatever plant that you suggest, and I'll see if I can find it here, and we'll put it in the ground for you. So God bless you. May His favor drip from every part of you. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.